Hi. So it's that anxiety chick again. I'm having a bit of a vape here. It can help. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel a bit better. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about having a panic attack and how it can come out of the blue, sometimes without any kind of trigger. It seems to be like there's no trigger, but often there is, really. It could have been a troubling thought, an irrational thought. It could be a physical sensation that's just come out of the blue. And that could be caused by any number of reasons. But the point is that no matter what the trigger is, no matter what the cause of the sensations that you experience, there is one way, or perhaps one of the most widely spoken about ways of overcoming it. It may not happen straight away. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of effort, and not everybody can do it overnight, of course. I mean, some people can capture the reasoning behind it quite rapidly, but it all depends on different people and all their experiences in life, as we've spoken about before. And so the most important thing that you can do, or at least have a go at doing, as soon as you start to feel unwell, really, and you're not sure, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, what if this isn't a panic attack? What if this is something serious? What if this is it? An awful lot of what ifs. And it's normally that's the indication that what you're actually experiencing is anxiety and is a panic attack. Or at least it has come about as a result of a misinterpretation of whatever you're feeling. It's kind of like catastrophizing. Your thoughts are all over the place and you suddenly find yourself in a turmoil of feelings, sensations and thinking. But the one thing that has been found to help and has been spoken about on many YouTube channels, and it's one that I've spoken very briefly about before, that I do fully embrace, and that is acceptance. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. It takes time, effort, practice, repetition. All what you need to do, or at least try to do, when you are experiencing what you are, is to try and think about loosening your body, becoming as limp as you possibly can, taking a breath, letting it out. I quite like what that anxiety guy says. I think it's a very good way of trying to deal with a panic attack when it arises, and that is when you are breathing, to focus on your nose. It sounds crazy maybe, but it's not really, because I know that when I was walking up the road the other day and I could feel anxiety and I could feel it overwhelming me, heading towards a panic attack, thinking that I was going to collapse. But what I did actually do was I breathed slowly, stopped for a moment, and I focused on my nose and the breath going in and out of my nose, feeling it. And it does help, and it does make a difference. You have to just stop, just for a moment, and just let it go as much as you can. It's not an easy thing to do, and it does take practice. And at first you will think, this isn't going to work. I'm feeling like crap here. But in time, and keeping on doing it time after time after time, and it will make a difference. But you've got to keep at it. And it doesn't matter, even if you do think there is something really bad with you, try it even then. You may be surprised that just through the act of letting your body go, just slumping a little, it's almost like leaning in towards the fear, becoming like a rag doll, which is often what's spoken about, especially in that anxiety recovery forum, but becoming like a rag doll, allowing yourself just to flow. And it is floating really with the anxiety. And just give it a go. You may find that just beginning to do that some of your symptoms, some of your sensations that are so sensitized will begin to subside. And you might be surprised that before you know it, the panic attack might diminish completely. Unfortunately, my dog is wandering around right now and making a lot of different noises and groaning and grunting, so I keep getting a little bit distracted. But the point is that when you are suffering from anxiety or a panic attack, it's okay to be distracted. It's okay. It's okay to use other tools, but probably the most important one is and always will be acceptance. And even though it seems as if it's just way above what you can do when you're going through it, especially when you're feeling it, it is still worth trying. Just a little bit of acceptance, a little bit of slumping towards it, rather than resisting the tide going towards it. And you just never know. This could be the end of that panic attack, that time. And then when you realize that, then you've got that memory. You can use that memory to remind yourself again for the next time. And that's what I wanted to say today. Do not ever give up hope, because there are answers, there are ways, and we will find them together. Thank you. This is That Anxiety Chick signing out for today.